Okay, guys, so the last time I started one of these, it crashed and it was a stream, but now we're back, right? And this is essentially episode 1. I am setting out on a challenge to fix Chelsea Football Club, to set them out to be the best club in the world. I have already started with my tactical vision, which I put as high pressing. I put a formation of a 4-2-3-1, 4-2-1-3, let me say that. And I have already set out the players that I want out. What I am looking for in the squad is a massive clear out. So we will be focusing on getting a left winger, getting a goalkeeper, getting some centre backs, and if there is enough money in the budget, we will probably get a midfielder. We've also sent scouts to the Brazilian League to look for the best new players out, as well as the check to get the new Petr check. So let us focus on selling some players, starting with an offer that we have already gotten for Tosin from Brighton, our frequent people that we work with. And we've already accepted 22 million from Brighton for Tosin, which was a big fee, and we've rejected offers for Esteval and for Mark Hugh. For Slanina, I'll delegate this and put it as a normal 1-year loan because I feel like I could get a little bit more out of it for him. I'm not going to be strengthening Arsenal with Neto or weakening it. I think I can get a bigger offer from a bigger European club. And if you guys do want to see the players that I'm currently scouting, in terms of goalkeeper, I am looking at the likes of Diogo Costa. I'm also looking at the likes of Morgan Rogers in terms of a left wing option, Bart Verbruggen in terms of goalkeeper, Paul van Hecker, Adam Wharton in midfield. But let's see what the scouts are also giving me. In terms of winger, there's the likes of Due, but he might be a bit too expensive. The likes of Unai Simon, who would probably be perfect. Someone like Rodrigo would also be perfect if the money is right. Lucas Chevalier would be perfect. Jared Brantwith as a centre back would also be perfect. And we have been given the money by Todd Boehly to spend, so we are not skipping out on the money. We are in the negotiating room trying to get a sale of Pedro Neto from AFC Bournemouth. They are coming with an offer. Areola probably wants him, but he will not get him on the cheap because I am trying to fleece them for Pedro Neto. So they are offering 49 million, which is above, but I want a bit more so that we can approach our targets. So I'm going to put about 57.5 million. Hopefully they accept this, because I do think that they're going for 51.5. I do think it would be better to sell Neto and get why did I stop? But try to invest in, let's go to negotiate again. I'm trying to get much more with that offer so that I can, because I'm going to be treating the likes of Esteval and Palmer in that right wing position. Let's remove the sell-on clause, and we're going to stick to that 57.5. We are not going to skim out on the money. Come on, Gaffer. They're offering 56. Come on, 1 million more? Come on. If not, they're going to have to budge for it. They're going 56. You know what? Let's just take it. Let's accept. We're going with 56.7 million for Pedro Neto. Obviously, it could have been a bit more, but I will take this. And as soon as these deals go through, so an offer for Tosin from Brighton, Neto, and Slanina. As soon as we get those off, we can go to getting some signings on. And we've already got the first sale of the BAM Sports era with the sale of Tosin. He has gone for 22 million to Brighton. Finally, he's gone. Bought him on a free apparently, and now he is gone. No more Uncle Tosin. We want a bit more experience. Why are we only getting a B for this? Disrespectful, but we move on. In terms of centre backs, I am looking at the likes of Murillo, the likes of Van Heck. I don't know if you want to go for this, but we do need a midfielder. I don't know if it's of high priority right now, but should we go for Joe Bellingham? I don't think he adds anything to the squad. He's only at a 76 rating. I don't think he adds what I do need in a more dribbling midfielder that can connect defense to the attack. I think someone like a Chukwuemeka can, who was already at Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea should have sold him. I think he should have been a loan, but he wanted to leave. I think he plays a bit more to what I need compared to a Joe Bellingham. Maybe he can go to that one in Girona and get better. Maybe even an Adam Wharton in terms of a more passing midfielder. And Leslie Kuchuku will also work too. But let's look at the offers we've already received for players. Spurs I'm already rejecting. We've got a loan offer for Dario Sugo. I do think it would be perfect for him because we've got Caicedo and Lavia in that defensive midfielder position. Maybe a 1-year loan instead of a 2 would be perfect. If we can get that sorted, then it would be perfect. And in 1 year, and they will pay more. Well, let's go 50-50 at least. Nope, you're not fleecing me out of this, Glasner. Thank you. And then there's one for Q at West Ham. I don't think he's going to play at West Ham. I need a loan for him where he will actually play instead of something where he won't actually play. Let's actually start looking at centre backs. Because that is of high priority to me right now. Could we go for a more like experienced centre back? Or like a more well-seasoned centre back in his 20s? How about a Kim Min-jae? I feel like he's 28, so there isn't much room to grow, but it allows the other younger players that we have in our squad to kind of grow while he plays. So it's between Lacroix or Kim Min-jae. Also not very expensive. It will probably add a lot to our squad. Could we also go for something in Italy? Let's see if Italy has something. Bastoni would be a dream, but I don't think that would happen because of his price. Because we also need money for a goalkeeper and other positions. Bremer would be perfect also. Also 28, so isn't much room to grow, but would be the ideal player for the squad. And Mario Gila wouldn't be too bad also. 81 rated, has room to grow at 24 years old. Wouldn't be expensive. It's got a long ball pass, so it works in our system. It's got speed also. Q from Rayo Vallecano. I think this would be perfect, especially for a 2-year loan, so I'm gonna accept it. And a 1-year offer for Slanina, we will also do that. Let's get this Neto money so that we can move on to the signings. So Pedro Neto has officially been sold to Bournemouth for 56.7 million, and I'm happy. Now we can go on the offensive. We can target a centre back and maybe even a winger, either between Simon, Karnaseki, and Mainam. So they'd need about 40 million, very manageable. They would need about 78 million, very possible also, we have the money for that. And for Karnaseki, it would be about 60 million. I think in terms of growth, because Mainan is 30, Simon is 28, Karnaseki is, I think he is at a better level. He's also ball playing. He's got he's got the reflexes, and he has more room to grow compared to the other two. So we will be pushing through for Marco Karnaseki to see if we can get this deal done. Let's try to get the first signing of the BAM Sports era. So let us offer 65 million and see what they say. Come on. Let's see my negotiating skills, guys. They have offered 83 million plus a 5% sell-on clause. We're not going to accept that. We want a little bit less money. Let's say we did offer 65. Let's go to 70. See what they say. They said 76. I think we can push it down, maybe 72. Maybe even stick to that 70 million offer. We have finally got our first player in. Now let's negotiate his wages and we will have got our first player in the BAM Sports era. Let us negotiate. I think this is the perfect move to be making, the perfect signing to be making, because a goalkeeper is the start of the spine of a club. Let's put him at crucial. And how many years? We're going to offer you 5 years, dude. You are a big signing, big money. You need to be on a long contract. There's no release clause. And in terms of your salary, you will be getting 110 million, which is probably double the amount that you are getting right now. And that is a reasonable offer. There are no bonuses that we have to pay. We have got our first signing of this era. Marco Karnaseki, welcome to Chelsea Football Club. Look at him walking into the squad, meeting Caicedo, going through his drills. We have made our first signing, and hopefully he will be the one to push us into a glory trophy-laden era. The likes of him, Palmer, Caicedo, that is the beginning of a brilliant spine. Let's look for a competitive centre-back to accompany Karnaseki. I'm actually a bit torn, but I think Bremer would be the way to go. We see how much we need to offer for that. It is either Bremer or we try to go for a player like Gia, or maybe even a Kim Min-jae or a Lacroix. So let's try to offer some money for Bremer. Will Juventus accept? They have thrown 90 million at us. Let's get this down. Maybe we can even offer a player, to be honest. Let's say a player swap. We say centre backs. Mamadou Sarr, Buddy Ashil is only worth 9 million. Let's offer them Benoit Buddy Ashil. Remove the exchange, and we say we still offer the 66 million, but we offer, oh my god, remove sell-on clause. But we say that you get Benoit Buddy Ashil in addition. If not, maybe we offer Wesley Fofana. That is another player that I might not be. They said 70 million. I think I can actually offer this. I think this is perfect. We've got our second signing. I do think that we get a player gone, and the player that we should be targeting is this man right here, Rodrigo. Only 62 million. Low key, I genuinely could decide to go for him right now. He might fit within the budget. He is worth a very decent fee. Why not? And then we see where we go to from here. Another Brazilian. We're building a Brazilian core. We've got Bremer, we've got the likes of Estevao, we've got Andre Santos, and Rodrigo could be the extra player that we get in this position. So he's worth 57. I'm gonna say 65. Let's see what Arbeloa and Real Madrid say. Oh, that's reasonable. Didn't have to fuss about anything else. This is a game-changing signing and a player that could take us to further glory in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and in the Cups. Let's put him on a crucial. Got him on a 5-year. He's only 24, so he fit the Clear Lake system. Clear Lake, or Luco out because I need them out. But whoever steps in, this is the player that we need to go for. Obviously, he is injured right now, but the ideal player. So he is on 190. I can't put him on 200. I mean, I could. You put him on 200, and we give him a 10-goal bonus, and we'll offer him $1 million. Let's put it to 20. And we have signed Rodrigo. Rodrigo, welcome to Chelsea Football Club. And we've got offers for Caicedo. We're rejecting that immediately. City are offering Phil Foden plus 45 million. Seems as if they don't rate Foden, or they're trying to no, reject. That could be another player that we go for, if they're willing to sell Foden. Oh, we've got West Ham also offering some money for Sanchez. But Sanchez is gone. Is that? Oh no, that's Josh Achampong. He will be going to Real Betis, where he'll be getting ample game time and ready for the next season. But Robert Sanchez has left. He is going to West Ham. He rejected Brighton. He did not want to go back. He is going to West Ham. So he wants to stay in London. Fair enough. So for pre-season, we will be playing European Shield, Champions Trophy, International Cup. Let's test ourselves. Let's play the European Shield. I'm going to have to make a decision between Trevor Chalobah, who I want in the squad, between Trevor Chalobah and Wesley Fofana. Because we have a lot of centre-backs. If we can get some money for one of them, I genuinely think that we can get something for, we can get some money that can pay for Phil Foden. Wesley Fofana has jockey, 77 pace, and both are tall. Fofana is 6'1". We've got Saar also, but we're not going to sell him. I think he'd be very good for our squad. I think we might get money for Wesley Fofana, honestly speaking. He's got 3 years left. He's got 2 years left. About 90 million. I think we get rid of Chalobah. Okay, so we've managed to get Chalobah gone. Where to, I don't know, because we got 2 offers. One was from Aston Villa. The second one was from Crystal Palace. So he is out. And he is out to Crystal Palace. He is going back to Palace, where he spent 6 months on loan. We got 39 million. This is perfect. Now we can focus on getting either Phil Foden or so let's try with Phil Foden. If we can get a deal on the cheap, it's possible that we sign him up, we get him in, and we go on from there. We've got about 99 million to spend after selling Chalobah, so let's see what we can offer to Phil Foden. So let's start about 60 million with the sell-on clause. Let's go with about 10% because he might not leave, so the sell-on clause is kind of ineffective. They said 86 million with the sell-on clause. Okay, Pep, we are trying to finesse us a little bit here. Let's try to go about 61 million with that 10%. They said 69. Deal is getting closer. We can, it's possible. I think we can push through. Let's go to 65. 65, 10% salon. It's perfect. They said 66. Come on, push on a little bit lower and we've got a deal. 65.5. I take it. This is a very, very good deal. Our first game, let's do a little bit of rotation. Let's try to go strong here. The likes of Rodrigo. We'll go with a Brazilian front three with Palmer there, an Argentinian in Enzo, Caicedo, Colwell, Bremer, Kaneseki. This is the strongest lineup that we can give, and we'll give the likes of, I think in terms of this match, Hato on the bench. I think for this match, oh, that's actually perfect. I actually like this kind of depth in our squad. I think in terms of who will be playing on the wings, it will be either Gittins or Garnacho. Both of them might even stay depending on how we like it. But I like the balance of the squad right now. Like so for Tazy. Likes of Matteo Darmian. Okay guys, we need to defend, okay? Okay, good. Well done. Kaneseki. Onto Enzo. Trying to get a good feel of the squad. Playing from the back. Especially against a team like an Inter. Caicedo got spun there. Looking for Frattesi. That's Thuram. Oltan Bremer gets it out, but he keeps us in this kind of position. Oh my god, we've conceded first. Should have been Lautaro Martinez with the goal. Okay, very cagey opening from us. Okay, Enzo, that was a terrible touch. Çalhanoğlu. The players are getting used to the setup and the play that we've got here. Caicedo, that's a foul. How's that not a foul? Damian. I think they're overloading us. Kaneseki, good defense. Palmer. Enzo, now we can break. Enzo with the good ball for Estevao, and he's offside. How's that offside? How close was that, guys? That was, I can't even... How? That wasn't offside. That was not offside. Wingers to kind of attack these midfielders. DeMarco. Oh, how did Thuram break there? Oh my god, we're 2-0 down. I don't think we should worry. Caicedo with a terrible ball forward. Okay, they're getting us with this. Oh my god! 27 minutes, 3-0 down. Been a very, 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 very tough first half for the squad. We're getting battered. Okay, now let's get on the break. Esteval playing on the right. Can we... João Pedro... There he is. 5-2. Formation. Only problem is that we need to fix it. First game done, we've lost 6-3. It's only a friendly, but a lot of things that we kind of have to consider here. There's a lot we have to work on.